Well, hello. So, fair warning for the stream. I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'm extremely tired, lack of sleep, all that kind of shit. But it's been quite a few days since I've gotten to stream and played this. I have been doing those ASMR WoW streams, but I'm in this situation. Like I was gonna stream last night, I think it was. I'm in this situation where I'm not getting enough sleep and I'm like dozing off as I'm playing games. And I noticed I was playing WoW and I would just start walking forward and run into mobs and then wake up as I either died or almost died. Like that's how tired I was. So I got some sleep last night, but not enough. You know what I mean? So I'm still kind of teetering on that edge. So if it gets bad, then I'll just go ahead and cut stream early tonight. But I'm hoping I can do a normal like 2.5, 3 hours. But I don't mind it. Like I can play games and stuff, but I don't want to be streaming it and then fall asleep. You know, playing at home is one thing, but being live and is a different story. Yeah, I am super fucking beat.
He's courageous, and I do enjoy his stories. I didn't expect it, but Strife and I are getting along quite well. But where to go with him?
Nev always wants to visit this fish fry stand in Minrathus.
Ah, youth would make even that a romantic evening.
Risking it for the biscuit can sometimes backfire. True.
Sorry, Emric. Rook might be better at this.
How? Why would I be better at this?
Quickly, Strife will be here soon. Does wandering Arlathan's groves or exploring its caves filled with lightning insects seem more romantic?
How long have you and Strife been seeing each other?
Not for long. He inquired about my corpse whispering, then presented me with the most exquisite jeweled skull. One thing led to another.
That's some present.
Wasn't it?
The main character always better at everything. The rummy.
If you and Strife are just out for fun, I'm sure any place is good.
Strife's is a life of danger, constantly exploring, sometimes hunted, often alone. Whether or not he knows it, a man like that needs romance.
And you're going to give it to him?
Oh, eventually.
Yeah, I'm not going. We're not doing the insects. We're doing the you should head to the grove.
If you want romantic, you can't beat a beautiful forest.
Very true. Perhaps serenity would be just the thing.
All set. Where are we heading, Emric?
After some consideration, let's jaunt over to the groves.
A jaunt in Arlathan. Not exactly what veil jumpers would call it. Though there are some flowers you might like.
Ah, I'll find some sample vials. Until later.
That's what I like about your friend, Rook. For a city mage, he's not afraid to play in the mud.
Should I wait up?
Don't bother. It's not a real outing if we don't come back till sunrise.
Damn. These old fools are getting it. Still enjoying the game? Yeah, I haven't got to play in it the last few days. I've been super fucking tired. I left off on it like last Thursday. You've been playing DQ3 and DA. I don't know what DA is. GeoGuessr. There's a Dragon Age GeoGuessr. Dragon Quest 3 is the re-release, right? Like the remake or whatever. How is that? I've never played Dragon Quest past the Dragon Warrior on NES. I'm very noob to that franchise. I mean, no, we're good. We can go straight into Quest. Oh, actually, we have that. I need to see about raising rep real quick. I don't know if I can.
The voices again.
What does the voices say now?
But surely the knowledge you gained.
My champions offer themselves willingly. More works of precision laid low before finding their full potential.
You will have new subjects in recompense. Whatever you wish.
Rook's Titan Pretender? But there are many things I could do with one so tied to the stone.
Inspired. Consider it done.
What they're talking about? Harding
She's
here.
not saying what I think she's saying, is she? She probably is.
If they touch you, death will be the least of their problems.
Yep. Who the fuck's this?
And I can pick up the letters to Magister Tilani. Oh, hello, Rook. There's a lot of your people passing through the crossroads now. They're mostly in the marketplace on that island with the streets. I think there's even a trader there. I should take these messages. You know, someone's got to keep your network talking, right?
Where the fuck did she come from? One of your favorite games growing up? Nice. 7 hours of comfortable sleep. I'm jealous.
Places between.
I do foresee a
Forgive me if I'm
problem.
prying, Harding, but do you feel any remnant of the Titan's shade?
Oh, no. Well, maybe. Yes? It's complicated.
Would you care to talk about it?
I think the Shade was a splinter of the Titans that recognized me as home. She brought the horrors of our past. But the anger was mine. And now I know and feel things I didn't before.
But not as a separate entity.
Exactly. And hey, thanks for asking.
Your time for first in DA's Final Fantasy 11 GeoGuessr thing. Way more fun than I thought it would be. I'm glad you're liking it. See, I don't have any items to sell. And I need to sell stuff to increase my rep. Oh dear. Why don't I have all these? I'm already capped. Can it go higher than cap? Is there another tier? So I need to see where I can buy. If I can sell.
The fools. They bring blight to a city of blood will overflow for this.
Which means I'm gonna have to do like a rotation. Checking all the. I guess we'll just start at the beginning. Yeah, but I think I've bought most of it.
They finally took down.
Yeah.
Free shop there for me?
Of course.
Keeping safe?
And I have not unlocked here. Is it even this place isn't done?
Keep safe out there.
Do you get rep without selling stuff if you've done all your
Hey.
quests?
Don't touch the treasure.
I'm gonna need
No
more
one
wood.
ever gets a treasure.
I've wondered something, Harding. Might you like...
If you're making enemies,
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
I don't need you around.
As I was saying,
I've wondered something, Harding. Might your lifespan be extended, bound to the Titans as you now are?
Nev said the same thing. Do you really think so?
If it's true, you've a good name among the Watchers if you need company in eternity.
Thanks. And if I'm an immortal rock lady, I promise I'll check in on Manfred.
Oh, would you? Well, thank you.
I don't know if you get full rep without Crave Port of the City burned. I just know it had 1 star and got it to 3 just on the quest. I just didn't know if like killing like Venatori will give me rep here, so I don't have to buy the rest of the way to upgrade. That dude fucking wasted. Came out. Do you mean the shop upgrades or the city reputation? It's like I can't buy the next tier here because I can't rank up yet. Because I'm like just shy of the money to rank up. And I assume I have to completely cap that to get the full rep. Oh.
Robes? That probably means mages. No.
What do you want?
You just have to do
Just shop stuff.
Leave me alone.
B.
command it! Attack! You must answer.
They're at range.
Do not.
I cannot dodge these guys. They have weird timing.
Ranged incoming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have 3,200 points in Minrathous. I have 3,088.
Manfred was very pleased to see you the other day, Harding.
I missed him too. One day, I bet he'll even be able to cast something other than fire. Get ready.
Not quite 50 yet either.
Is everyone intact?
Well, I'm done. There's no more quests. That's at the point where there's no quest anywhere. All of my companion quests are done, and I have to talk to. That's how far along I am. Don't know that I knew that was here. Okay.
Better be ready. Nice hit, bro. Hit him now.
They'll get more reps. I should just go ahead and do the mission. I finished all my companions things, so I thought I was on the end bit.
What else do you put gravy on?
Fruit and vegetables, fish and cheese.
You have no fruits or vegetables or fish or cheese. I bought them. All right, well, we'll just go see what the main story is. And hopefully it doesn't push us into the end. I can tell.
So, Dash, are you nervous around me?
What? No.
But what about all of the frightening stories your mother told you?
She stopped telling me those stories after she found me up on our roof. I had a butter knife in each hand and a tablecloth tied around my neck.
You wanted to be a crow after all your mother did to make them sound terrifying.
The crows sounded amazing. Also, you had capes.
This explains so much about you.
It kind of does, actually. That they like the superhero type and views the crows as superhero, which is funny because it's not how you would have viewed them in previous games. The crows seemed very different in this version.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Algernon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
You're like angry brothers. Nah, we're going with
He uses his power to crush any opposition.
Yes. He is far more powerful than I am, and he wields that power like a graceless bludgeon. When I defeat an enemy, it is because I outsmarted them, because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly the same thing.
No.
Aren't they?
Alright. I can see how you and Algernon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
Hey, Chuckles.
I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Algernon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
No.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, just
Mistake
say
I shall
yep.
endeavor not to repeat.
Like,
Your
just
team
do that.
trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive. and
It's
enviable.
funnier, you know?
It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion. And when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
Entanglement.
Except for Inquisitor Llewellyn.
I said that I resolved to do so, not that I succeeded. She is a good woman. Growing close to her was selfish of me.
Do you regret it?
I live with countless regrets. Some of them I have grown to cherish more than my victories.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's
Interesting.
power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes. For this world and for the team that trusts you.
What?
I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
Why is it that Solus's model looks right? Like the proportions look right, but all the elven
So now
models
Elganon's
don't.
recovered his
Like,
own archdemon.
what did they do?
And the gods only need an
Like, why is
eclipse to
that?
complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Job's still the same.
The odds on this were never good, but we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish, and 2 gods to kill.
I like how
We don't have to
Davrin likes
wallow in
everything that I
Because
say.
no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before. Not without help, we didn't. So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
That's true.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
Dorian said they were up to something, but it seemed more about returning to the gods' good graces. They lost Elganon's sacrifice. He'll be displeased.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Did Viago tell you how much time we have?
Days to weeks. Nothing more precise.
Well, that's our best lead so far. Track those supplies, and we should find the gods. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Oh.
Right. With everything she's been
I
doing in the south.
didn't expect to
no
meet
current
with her
updates.
again.
I'll let her know.
Despite the odds, we've survived. We've made a habit of it. Take some time, rest. Be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna see our Inquisitor anymore. I thought it was part of that quick cameo and that was it. That's neat. Good quest. Letter from the Hosberg wetlands. Rook, we have to continue to study changes in the blight. Our latest findings are very interesting and disturbing. We can't let this spread continue. We'll catch up to the next time you're in the wetlands. Okay. We've heard wonderful news coming out of Arlethan. You're doing old. The Ventori are still reeling from their failure, and Dorian's caught wind of some of their most recent plans. Drop by the shop when you can. Right, what about companion quest? No companion quest, so that works out good. Let's go do what everybody's got to talk about.
Hey, Balara. You okay? You look sad.
Oh, sorry.
Hammer does not like
I was
that
thinking
banister.
about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh. I'm sorry, Tosh.
Nah. It's a good hurt. Mostly.
Tosh gets a bad rap. I think their character has been going under like a whole bunch of growth, right? I guess they're all going under growth, but like Balara's is just, I don't know. She's the only character that I don't care about is Balara.
Hey, Rook. Come to stare into the fire. I've heard that helps people think. Can't say I've had luck with it.
I'm burning.
Lucanus, the dream where you're being chased by monsters?
Is it the one where you feel like you're stuck in mud, or the one where you just cannot avoid them?
It was the first one. My legs would only move at a snail's pace.
That one's not as bad as the one where I climb a wall and they're already at the top.
How can you climb a wall if you're already at the top? How does that work? I think we can just go. No, we got Devon.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taken a shine.
Yeah?
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
The Griffins have always belonged with us. Our order will give them a home and a purpose again. And I bet Hassan's brothers and sisters will agree.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
A Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
In there. Okay. Defense. Are we mixing it up? Lucanus needs more Nev. We're gonna take Nev and Lucanus. Wait. Huh?
Oh, you look settled. You like it here? Good.
Oh shit! I should have Davrin. I didn't even think about that. You should up here with Davrin. Gosh. Oh, I need a healer. Davrin and. I don't know that I've had these.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
What?
It's still spreading, and it's still killing people. Seems our job is the same.
At least the part that matters.
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the blight impacts the wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Oh yeah, that would fucking suck, wouldn't it?
Antoine, you hear whispers in the blight. More than me and Evka. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
This is bad. I haven't heard anything. And you two, you're sure you're fine?
We're fine. It's not... We're fine.
Oh,
Remember
what?
those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes. Its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
I'll destroy it all.
I'll make sure the whole thing burns.
Good.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the waters, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
Can we get like a
We'll take our stand
side
in the sheltered
story
glade.
about Antoine
Meet
and
us there when you're
Evka?
done.
Like, can they get their own comic? Can we like put in a request for them to get their own comic? You keep up with this stuff. If they ever have a comic with these, please let me know.
You know the griffin with the shorter ears? She likes me best.
She's the extra chirpy one.
Yeah.
Figures.
What if we come back to the next Dragon Age game and Mila is the Griffin rider? And it's that one that she just mentioned. That would be great.
Follow me and don't look.
I'm a huge advocator for Mila to be in the next Dragon Age game. Fast travel to this faster.
Evka and Antoine think the blight eruption is the source of the surge.
If they're right, maybe stopping it slows the spread.
Can't say for sure, but if it gives us a shot, we have to take it. Antoine's right about one thing. The wetlands died for good, do nothing.
Incoming!
Ooh. There you go, smash.
One for us.
You would have let Sam walk.
If that's what he
I love this guy right here. This is one of my favorite kills. Here, buddy. Come here. Hey, bud. How you doing? You doing all right? Hi.
Keep it coming, bro.
Get clear.
Oh, what? What did I hit? A wall?
Time to finish this room.
Oop. Oh, Nev froze it. I was like, wait. I don't remember freezing shit.
If that's what he wanted, didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird spreading rumors about me again.
What's going on over here, guys? Y'all having a party without me?
The blight eruption's taken root inside. Let's go.
Out.
Now there's a nice shot.
That's interesting. They both had stagger up, but after I staggered one, that's pretty much it.
One for us. Be ready.
Get out of there!
There's something in here. It's not good.
You're the hero. You say when we're getting close and we'll back you up.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
And fight a few darkspawn on the way.
Watch out! On your right! There! Finish them!
All right. Better move before more darkspawn show up.
We're working
Up
on
on
it.
the ledge. We can get at the tendrils from there.
What?
A tendril. It's attached over there.
Yeah, no, I fucking get it. I just fell.
A ballista.
Well, that could be handy.
We're through.
Aw.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
I was hoping someone would come out and say hi.
What is that the blight eruption?
Then Hedith.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. I can hear that eruption. It's spreading blight. We need to stop this.
How's that walkable?
Eruption is like an echo in my head. Keep fighting. We're stopping this thing.
Got us at range. Watch it.
Oh dear.
Keep going.
We won't give in.
Not too bad.
Ooh, I fucked him up. Holy shit.
Got through that.
Fucked him up good.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
Before we do, though, I need to run to the restroom real quick, so we'll be right back. Okay. That's a big heart. You going? Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna blow it up.
Strike and the whole thing goes up.
Is there a bullets to do this for?
All right, time to destroy this thing.
Oh. That's it? I was expecting.
Blight eruption was...
We knew the blight had changed, but I didn't expect that.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands. Farther, maybe. When we hit it...
If it's all knotted together, they must have felt it in Lavendale.
I know you don't have this problem on your mage. But are you ever trying to bust boxes in your rook, like vault from them instead? just want to bust boxes. Fine. I didn't want to bust them anyway.
Docktown's safe at last.
For another day.
Why am I walking
A
back?
week if we're
I guess I could have
lucky.
fast traveled.
There's the old Nev, expecting trouble.
I'm never disappointed.
And never unemployed.
Ugh.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I've never seen blight like that, and it felt different, like something under my skin.
Then you sense it too. So much has changed.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
But why? Why are they untouched? Why was this blocked off? I mean, because you stopped the blight eruption, flowers can.
Look at you, out here with the flowers, and a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Yeah.
Do you really think something inside us has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? The blight feels different. We know that already. The sound of it is changing. We know that too.
What that means, we don't know yet.
Are you two doing okay? Seriously.
I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
I'm a Grey Warden. Whatever comes at us next, that's not changing.
Didn't think so.
We continue together.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. we see what it does up close.
A world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
The blight. We really can do something about it.
Of course we can.
Helps to see it's true, though.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back...
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Aided the Grey Wardens in finding what remains after the heart turns, reading the achievement. Hey! Our outfit is now legendary. Ooh. Blight eruption was destroyed and its hold on Habsburg wetlands is over. While it will take time for the rest of the blight to recede, there's hope life will return once more. Though uncertain about the future holds, Evka and Antoine are optimistic for what comes next.
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
There were flowers at Lucanus's villa. He might appreciate these. I could always give him the tour.
Also be good information for us to tell Lucanus, just because, you know, his whole town got just be a good way to be like, hey bud, it's not all bad. A flower will grow. Things will be better. Damn. We have some couple dialogue and Dabrin.
Coin for your thoughts.
I'm fine.
Oh, there's an act for the road.
I'm just a little worried about everything. But we're gonna be fine, right?
We don't know that.
Very comforting.
We'll manage something. Might even make it out alive.
Slightly better.
I try.
Oh, I've seen the shake one.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with the Wardens, see how their Griffin training is coming along. How about a trip to the Anderfells?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again. Antoine, how's the training going?
Bien. One moment. Darkspawn have been spotted. The villagers are in trouble. Rally to your positions. Go! Go!
Yeah, I'm trying the tea.
Ever tried gingerwort tea? I heard it has some kick to it.
What's that?
Well, after a few sips, you start to hear
Nothing. There's nothing to hear.
Drugs.
And then you achieve Turlum and become one with the...
With a toilet, you end up peeing most of the day. Wouldn't recommend it.
Fuck?
Oh.
What's the matter, Antoine? A bird getting the best of you?
Yes, well, the problem is they aren't stupid. They can't see it's not real. They're clever.
And bored. So you mix it up.
Yes. Yes. But ow!
Well...
Well. Oh no.
Wait, what's happening?
Look! It's Darkspawn! Get it!
No, 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 no!
That did it.
Do you ever think about your calling?
Wardens will claim they don't, but of course we do.
Everything the Wardens do for us. And their final reward is just one more sacrifice.
When the time comes, the calling's almost a release. The nightmares and the voices are too much. It's when Wardens refuse death that the problems start.
I wish there was something else we could do for them. For you.
We know what we sign up for.
I didn't really know what I was signing up for in Origins. Neither did that dude that got stabbed by Duncan. I don't think he really understood what the hell was happening.
Thanks for the tip.
Dorian.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my
Sexy as
favorite
always.
people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
The damn Venatori up to no good again?
What else? The cult lost people in Alathan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
I won't give.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
How close is... Not close at all.
All the contracts I did in Tevinter, and I never did find out who paid for them.
You think it might have been the Shadow Dragons?
If someone else wanted the Venatori dead enough to hire me, I bet they'd know about it.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
Are you really the demon of Vibrantium?
Why do you ask?
We like to get to know our visitors. If you're ever bored, I've got Venetor.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart?
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
It must have been horrible when you learned the truth.
How could I have fallen in love with a god and never realized it? Why didn't he tell me? So many things he said. So many half-truths, inevitable in retrospect. And then, he went off to destroy the world, leaving me to clean up his mess.
You mean the Inquisition?
I mean all of this. He let me fall in love with him and then told me we couldn't. Then he told me not to follow, while leaving me just enough clues to find him.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you would. He's not good for you. What?
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
Sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together, and you were happy too...
I was.
Am I gonna get to reunite these two at the end of this?
Anyway, he's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Harding.
Uh-oh.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
Awkward. One second. Dorian.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Mostly gone, warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while.
Map of Minrath streets near the waterworks. Caption: White and dark spawn.
Half-eaten stale bread. The bedroll? It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain? This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking about there
Dorian
for?
will want to know.
Nothing else?
Lenos intends to destroy the city with blight and darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in the city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Okay. An objective.
More trouble.
A what? What? What the fuck? This guy right here, what the fuck is wrong with you?
End this! End it now!
Ooh, almost missed a treasure chest. That would have been.
Eyes open.
Would you look at Rook?
What about me? What'd I do? Killed him dead pretty hard. Hello.
See who ends this.
Say the word.
Easy peasy.
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out. I bet this darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
Good one, Rook.
Oh. Hey, dude died. But he was getting back up.
We're in the clear.
I think we're gonna call it after this quest. I'm super fucking tired. I know it was short, but did warn everybody.
That did it. We can get through.
There's a lot of them.
Impressive, Rook.
Under fire.
I cannot jump up there. What the fuck?
Nice shot.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. Thought I'd mention that.
We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. We should be cleared.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Venatori, to me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? Or the risen gods?
Oops. That was the wrong,
Have brought nothing
yeah.
but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it.
Man, I got my buffs out of it, but still.
That you remain standing is an affront to Tevinter.
We are Tevinter.
I am made.
Take your shot.
Nice work.
Oh, I wanted to see if it'll let me. It lets me push him or pull him, but not push him. That would have been funny to send his ass. We'll just falling out that window.
One last corrupt Templar in Minrathis.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around.
Man,
See what we find.
The Templars are just always going to be shitted on. I don't know that they have any saving grace besides Alistair.
We have a tale of a masked man who lived in the bowels of the city.
Sitting in the sewer and consumed with lust for a noble woman he couldn't have.
You know the story.
We have the same one in Minrathis.
He. The Magisterium is ours. The Templars are ours. The place can no longer hide the palace can no longer hide the. But the Archon Rodnius is dead. The city spirit will soon break, and the Venatori shall rise.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans, and what they want to do to Tevinter.
Lenos preparations for the Risen Gods ritual demand more soldiers, sow chaos within the city. Make the people desperate. Tell them the Venatori and the gods will deliver them. Not disappoint.
The Risen Gods ritual. That's what the gods and the Venatori are preparing for.
Ancient elves drew their magic from a celestial spheres and wove their greatest enchantments beneath a darkened sun. A full eclipse approach, which is an auspicious important for the Risen God.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
Ritual magic empowered by an eclipse.
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
We need to tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
That is the wrong button. What button did I just push? Oh, the fuck? I don't remember pushing E.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You on the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
I sense a plan.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, if the Venatori can scheme, so can we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people.
Sorry, we're going with Dorian.
I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
Oh, shit.
We've tried that already. Or have you forgotten Lucernai? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May,
Yeah.
the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this.
We
Which
get to
strategy
decide.
do you prefer?
Dorian's just because it's Dorian.
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the South. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
Yeah.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over.
Yeah.
If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
Yep.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Nevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once
You're not gonna let me
it's the
pick?
Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right, I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
Lenos got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not gonna mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down and delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
And they asked for my opinion. Can you believe it?
After all that talk about people needing a voice, I'd be looking at them sideways if they didn't.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Maevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
Huh.
So what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famous detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Maevaris. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Still going with Dorian. Well,
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
Dorian. Oh, I got more.
What happens after it's decided who will lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided.
Delara approves of that? What the fuck?
It only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us
Merc
are behind
approved?
you. The Shadow Dragons, the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome the risen gods.
You'll find a way to bring them together.
The people know they don't want blight-ridden fiends in their city. They don't need me to tell them. I can, however, show them how to fight. Gods, cults, evil magisters, nothing will stand in our way of forging a new Tevinter.
Nice. Working with the Shadow Dragons, the team thwarted the Venatori plot to crush the Nrathis and uncovered a crucial information about the Magisterium, paves the way for the Tevinter. That should have capped the...
I'm taking it.
There's good magisters, don't get me wrong. Tilani's one, Pavus and some others. But they're high. Heard about that damn Knight Commander. Good riddance.
No, don't have enough money.
Keep safe out there.
Oh well. Make sure I don't have. We're looking good. All right, this is where we're gonna call it. I'm just way too tired to go for another hour. Hey, we got an hour and 45 minutes in, so that's something. Still got a long ways to go in this game. But I've been kind of slowly nodding off. And my companions don't have a lot of quests, so go ahead and track. Do next. Guess that's what I'll pick that up tomorrow. You all have a great one. Thanks for hanging out, and sorry for the short stream. Like I said, it's probably gonna be like this for a bit until I get a good night's sleep. Who knows, might get one tonight. Y'all have a great rest of your day. If you're off for Thanksgiving, and enjoy your holiday. If not, and don't celebrate, or you're not in the Americas, then have a good week. Yeah.